Have you ever started something and stopped because it became too painful? Have you ever felt like the world was telling you to quit? Then this story is for you. There was a small, forgotten town nestled near the mountains. The streets were narrow, the houses cracked and old, as if they were tired of standing. In one of those houses lived a boy named Salman. Salman was 14 years old, quiet, thin. He had dark circles under his eyes and a dream that felt far too heavy for his small frame. He wanted to be a runner, not for fame, not for money. He just wanted to prove to himself that he wasn't weak. But reality was cruel. Salman was slow. His legs shook whenever he ran. His lungs burned like fire. Every single practice felt like a punishment. The other boys were faster, louder, and stronger. They laughed at him. "Why do you even run, Salman? You'll never win. You're just wasting your time." Every word stayed with him. Every laugh cut deep. Still, Salman ran every morning before sunrise. When the town was completely silent, he ran through the empty streets. He ran past the closed bakery, past the school gates, past the broken park where the swings creaked eerily in the wind. But weeks turned into months, and nothing changed. He was still the last one, still weak, still invisible. One night, Salman sat alone on his bed, just staring at his torn running shoes. His legs were aching. His chest felt heavy with defeat. His voice cracked as he whispered to himself, "Maybe I should just stop." The next morning, he didn't run. One day of silence became two. Two became a week. The silence in his life grew louder than the noise of his effort ever was. His mother noticed. She was a quiet woman who worked long hours and spoke very little. One evening, she sat beside him and asked softly, "Why did you stop?" Salman didn't look up. "Because I'm not enough." She didn't argue. She just said, "Come with me." They walked to the edge of town, where a lonely hill stood against the skyline. At its base was an old tree bent, twisted, scarred by time. It looked broken, but it was still standing. "That tree survived every storm," his mother said. Not because it was the strongest, but because it refused to fall. Salman stared at it, and something inside him cracked open. "You don't have to win," she continued. "You just have to endure." That night, Salman couldn't sleep. The next morning, he put on his torn shoes again. His body hurt, his mind screamed at him to stay home. But he stepped outside. He ran slowly, painfully, one step at a time. Some days he had to stop just to breathe. Some days the laughter from the other boys returned. But he didn't quit. Weeks passed, months passed. The pain slowly turned into strength. His ragged breath turned steady. His weakness turned into control. At the end of the year, Salman entered a local race. He didn't win. He finished 5th. But when he crossed the finish line, people clapped, not for his speed, but for his survival. They remembered the boy who had almost disappeared, the boy who refused to break 2 years later. Salman stood at the regional championship. He was surrounded by stronger runners with better shoes and better training. The fear returned. But then he remembered the tree, bent, scarred, but still standing. The whistle blew, Salmon ran. His lungs burned. His legs screamed. His mind begged him to stop, but he didn't. He finished third. A bronze medal rested on his chest, heavy, real, and earned not by talent, not by luck, but by persistence. That evening, Salmon returned to the old tree. He touched its rough, weathered bark. "Thank you," he whispered. The tree stood silent, bent but never broken, just like him. If you ever feel weak, if quitting feels easier than continuing, remember this: you don't need to be the strongest. You don't need to be the fastest. You just need to keep going. One step at a time, one breath at a time, and say to yourself, don't stop now. This story is brought to you by Soulcry, a place where broken hearts find strength. If this story touched your soul, subscribe to Soulcry for more dark, healing, and powerful stories.